Hello and happy Wednesday. So my sort of topic this week, it comes from a film actually called Scarface that I watched for the first time the other day. I don't particularly like sort of gangster type film, drugs, that sort of thing, but I watched it with my son and he was going on about how good it was. So I thought I'll give it a go. So he's the Scarface played by Al Pacino is he's like a refugee, comes from Cuba, I think it is, to America, gets involved with drugs, drug dealing, and he ends up being like the head honcho, the head man of the drug syndicate. And without spoiling it too much, towards the end things don't go too well, and he's in a restaurant, he's in a bad state, he's high on drugs, he's been drinking a lot, and this restaurant where he's at is full of very posh people, very well-to-do people, and he basically gets up and says, "You're all living a lie, and you've not got the guts to be who you want to be." And straight away that hit me like a hammer. I thought, oh my word, that is such a good phrase, such a pointed sort of question. If you question it, if you ask yourself that. And even though he's a bad person, driven by power and money and drugs and whatever, he did what he wanted to do. Even though that was bad, he didn't listen to the voices that sort of kept him in that box. Don't do that. It's not what we do. It's not what we do around here. It's not a good thing to do. And them voices sometimes can get in your head and keep you small in life and not allow you to grow. But he did that. He did what he wanted to do without it. Yeah, it was bad, but he did what he wanted to do. So my question, and I've asked this myself as well, have you got he called it the guts, have you got the courage maybe to be who you want to be? So, that might have been something that we did as children. I used to go watching, I still do, bird watching. Now, I used to love drawing, and it's because it didn't fit in with, the cool kids who were playing football, who were dating girls. I didn't say it. It kept me small. I didn't mention them things that were in here. They were the core of me. I love doing them things, but I didn't mention them, and that kept me small. And family values. I'm certainly not having a go at my family. My family, they're fantastic people. I love them to bits. But sometimes the messages we hear from either our parents or family, friends, culture, environment, it can all have an impact on taking our core away from us, what we really, really want, what we love. The messages from our culture, families, they can keep us small. And so what I'm saying is, could you tap into what you used to love or what you really know that you love doing? Can you tap into that? Can you embrace that and maybe expand on that and grow that? Just expand your mind a little bit and just go towards your true north, as they say. Find your true north, find your passion, and have the guts or the courage to try and head that way. I'm not saying jump ahead and go straight into it. Some people might do, but I think to have a think, find out what your true north is, focus on that and just dip your toe in that a little bit and just see how that works. Because them messages can be very powerful, keeping us small. So I've waffled on a little bit too much there. So have a think what you used to love when you was either a kid or growing up, and just to see if you can try and be more like who you want to be, without those voices around us, attitudes telling us to do something different. Okay, thank you for watching and have a fantastic week. Take care.